Hey everybody, my name is Luna Bell. I want to use my rod some more with y'all, and just why I sit here and talk. I don't need rods. I hear everything, but I do want people to be able to see the physical response with the rods. Sorry, y'all. The other day, y'all, this is very much has been an eye-opening experience for me. Um, it has ripped away many illusions from me, especially about my own family, my late husband, his family, our children, and many members of our community, especially within the professional fields, the lawyers, the doctors, the judges, the nurses, and everybody, many of whom I worked with or knew personally. Some were my personal caregivers that I've known for as long as I've been here. Allegedly, one of my old doctors testified against me and has not had care of me in over 10 years. Did he lie on the stand? Are my children involved in this organized crime? I have not seen my grandchildren in years. My grandson in probably a year and a half, 2 years almost. I'm terrified for my youngins and my grandkids, but my grandkids. I reported and told family members that I thought if people were trying to take me out of this world for inheritance and for money, that they would do that to my children and my grandyoungins. My youngest grandbaby, my youngest daughter's son, I'm scared about the most, or believe that he is like me and autistic. I know the last few times I saw him that he is telepathic like me, that he is very gifted. Pardon my emotion. There is an underground facility storage unit in Johnny Henderson Park. I was shown that by the hoodoo voodoo Queenie Bee bitch here and her little sidekick minion. They were testing my gifts because I remote view. I'm a direct conduit for spirit. Everything, all the information, I am directly connected to spirit, to source energy. This is the energy that they siphon from me. Energy harvesting is a very real thing. Our GOV actually participates in this. They have used energy weapons against me. Energy, frequency, and resonance to interfere with me and my gifts. They deliberately sent me into spiritual psychosis. They have repeatedly poisoned me. They have messed with my vehicle. A mechanic has messed with my vehicle. The hitman from Louisiana tried to run me off the road on Highway 84 on the way back from Dothan, Alabama. Some of my current medical care professionals are part of this and involved and have altered my medical records. The little minion's aunt that works for a lawyer in Elbowtown is part of this. That lawyer signed documents that he should not, that were illegal. Was that lawyer in Elbowtown aware of what he signed? Is he part of the organized crime? The correction facility in New Brockton is part of it, as is the Women's Correctional Unit. The officer who served me that citation has a reputation for SAing young black men in the back of his cruiser. Not just young black men, but them specifically. This is part of a racist white supremacist group that is connected to Epstein and slavery. There is a park in Level Plains. They have, it is located by a small trailer park, and it has like, I call it a little merry-go-round. There are many spirits of children there. There is what they call a underground storage unit that is connected to this, where they keep youngins and for SA, and it is an underground facility. They call it a storage unit. This is also where they have done human sacrifice as well as animal sacrifice. That is some of the spirits there, allegedly. It was the local hoodoo voodoo Queenie B's minion sidekick that took me there. Her mother and her mother's boyfriend husband are part of the corruption, as well as her brother. He is a hacker. She took me to their trailer and said that the stepfather, or whatever he is, does taxes on the side. That this is connected to motorcycle gangs. That the adult film star in Georgia is connected to the Morgan Stanley company that had possession of the trust, life insurance, and estate properties of my late husband and my late in-laws. They stole these monies. They illegally represented themselves. A judge in their family is part of this organization and used their position and their authority as a judge to steal my money. This adult film star and Nutter Butter and Swamp Dick and Cryptic Foot Bitch are part and parcel of the adult and kitty SA and corn industry. Specifically, kitty. There are crematories and funeral homes that are part of this, as well as the bodies that they're supposed to process. That is also part of the corn industry that Nutter Butter, Swamp Dick, and this adult film star and Cryptic Fuck Bitch produce, with the unalive bounties that these people are supposed to process. And there is a dumping site in Savannah, Georgia, near the Savannah River that these individuals use. There is multiple serial unalivers associated with this, and it's overlooked and condoned by the organized crime that is linked to Epstein. Is this being investigated by the CIA, the FBI, the DEA, the U.S. Marshals, CID, and Internal Affairs, and so much more? This is a worldwide investigation. These are crimes against humanity. There is also allegedly involvement of the consumption of human flesh. I'm terrified of what they're doing to my grandyoungins, trying to gain control of his inheritance and estate, especially if they could unalive me. My youngins planned this out before their father even passed. My daughter and my late father-in-law's second wife were overheard by my late father-in-law planning this as well. and my father-in-law changed his will when he overheard their plans. Opie heard you. This was my oldest daughter, and my youngest was my son there as well, and was my sister-in-law and my nephew by marriage, my sister-in-law's son. The estate left to me by my late husband was in the billions, as well as the estate left to me by my late in-laws. My late mother-in-law and father-in-law's German friends have 3 copies of the will my late father-in-law last left, the last will and testament he made. He used a different attorney, and he gave 3 of their German friends each an individual copy to safekeep, because he overheard their plans to unalive him and what they did to my late husband and what they planned to do to me. This is truly heartbreaking, but it's far beyond that. They stole my identity. They stole my intellectual property, my poetry, my paintings from my home. They even stole the apron I paint with. They even stole some of my damn personal clothing and underwear. They stole the income I made on TikTok. They had my 2 accounts on TikTok banned, trying to control me. They did emotional, psychological, and physical torture to me. They used the techniques of MK Ultra. They knew the history of the abuse I had suffered from the beginning of my life, and that I would have reactive abuse if they continued the psychological and emotional torture of the MK program and the physical abuse of the MK program. There were multiple false reports filed with the police by my neighbors, my gang stalkers. Nutter Butter and Swamp Dick still stalk me, as do my neighbors. I am not safe within my own home. They have keys to my home without my permission. They still illegally audio and video record me in my home, even in my most private moments, even in my shower. I have no privacy. They sell these things on the dark web. After they sold me to be schmugged, roofied, and SA'd at a local pub, there were several employees from the local big mobile company with the V, the one that starts with a V there. They participated and covered it up. There is one that feeds feral animals that is part of this program, and homeless people in the area she feeds disappear for the human trafficking connected to this organization. Her late partner, spouse, had a written record in her handwriting of the transactions and the amounts and number of people that disappeared due to her and the things she'd done. She also stole an inheritance and a home that was his, that was left to his family, not her. Was it left to her? Did she steal it? Did I channel this information for her? They did to him what they've been trying to do to me. She allegedly poisoned him, and that's how he passed. poison. This involves a huge network of swingers, incest, organized crime. After I was roofied and essayed by that local pilot, and his son is a doctor, I went to the ER in the hot dot. The doctor and the nurse refused to report it to the police like they were supposed to. They refused to run a screen for the drugs that were given to me. They smelled like anesthesia. The smell that comes off of patients after they wake up is the smell I refer to. It is medicine used with anesthesia. There is a nurse anesthetist involved. There's a anesthetist involved. They sold me on the dark web for that. Swamp Dick and Nutter Butter arranged that, as well as my family. It is part and parcel of the humiliation ritual. They doxed me on my TikTok account and had a live stream on the Hoodoo Queenie Bee Bitches live stream where people paid, over 1,000 people paid to be in it to dox me, hoping that I would unalive myself on this dark stream on the dark web. This was by the local Hoodoo Queenie Bee Bitch, and this is what they call an unaliving for an inheritance or life insurance human sacrifice. That my adopted youngin', my best friend's son, my son's best friend, and his name begins with an M. His daddy is a doctor, as well as the doctor who testified against me, the one that has not seen me in over 10 years, are part of what happened to his son, to my son's best friend, and his name starts with an M. They bought him an isolated home in Ozark for this purpose. The Midnight Ballerina and my son were part of what was done to my son's best friends, that his name started with the M. They took him and allegedly buried him in Louisiana to avoid an autopsy and to avoid exposure. These doctors actually know the FBI agent with the podcast that stole my work and accepted $1.7 million as a hitman. His wife is aware of it. He's had a secret affair with Nutter Butter and Swamp Dick for years. He is married to his partner for over 20 years and not legally to his wife. You cannot inherit his estates. He has a deadly STD, not what y'all say, allegedly. I hope y'all see some of the connections that I've been making. Y'all, I don't need rods. Do I need rods? Thank you. I communicate directly with spirit and everything else. Deities, angels, demons, animals, trees, birds. Is my grandson telepathic? He is what they call a chosen one, as am I. I'm one who is chosen to walk my path in truth. I am an ascended master. I'm called Umi, a way shower, a teacher, and it is Yeshua who is my guide and teacher. It protects me, and Mary Magdalene, and my beloved Ampu, Archangel Michael, as well as Lucifer, protect me. It is my beloved Yahweh that I channel, that I am connected to. It is the divine source energy of Yahweh that they try to siphon from me. And you have been condemned by Yahweh. Your judgment is at hand. They know I don't want to get slapped with these things. Otherwise, they'd look like a helicopter. I told them repeatedly, each and every one of them that betrayed me, that I told, that Spirit had told me, that he lay a path of gold at my feet. And it was deliberate. That Spirit wanted them to know that. I don't know if you saw that orb going by. What is your Judas betrayal? What is your Judas betrayal? Many of you I knew would betray me from the very beginning. Some of you I did not. And even now I wish I was wrong, but I'm not. Though part of my heart grieves, a great part of me, another part of me celebrates, because I release the chains that bound my mind and my heart and my very soul to walk my path in truth and stay connected to my Creator. I am one who's chosen to walk her path. And you cannot break my spirit. I will not let go of my faith, my hope, and my trust and my love in myself and in Yahweh. I am divinely protected. Divinely blessed and divinely loved by all of creation, but most especially by Yahweh and Yeshua. I am a descendant of the royal line of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. They had children. They had descendants. After you know the truth of my story, if you did not believe in something greater or miracles, you will after the truth comes out. I hope by sharing some parts of my story, because this ain't it, that it helps people to recognize what others are experiencing. I'm not their only victim. I'm one of many. It's a miracle I'm still alive. And that's simply because of my Creator. That there have been multiple attempts, and they have recordings of y'all speaking of this in group chats, how you could not believe I survived what y'all did to me. Even with medicine by doctors and pharmacists and compound pharmacists that they mixed up with the intent of unaliving me in your multiple poisoning attempts. I hope it helps. Know that the truth is coming and that you are being judged. I do not know the time or when. I just know it's coming, as do you. This whole community does. You can't break my spirit. You can't break my trust or my faith or my love or my belief in myself or my Creator. You can't break me. I survived you, and I'm proud of it. And I'm grateful for everything you did to me to bring me to this moment, to be able to sit here and hold these rods for other people to see that there is hope, that there is healing, and that our Creator is real, whatever you choose to believe. That Yeshua and Mary Magdalene are real. That are archangels. I don't know if you noticed the light, but that everything above, below, and in between, my beloved deities, even the interstellar species, and even Bigfoot, they're telepathic. We're actually a species below the big feet. They have a different name, though. They are members of the interstellar community, and they are guardians of the earth, the sacred inner fire of Mother Gaia itself. Something most humans do not know. Did you say there's less than 10 in existence that know that truth? I'm one of them. I'm divinely blessed and divinely protected. I'm told the last part, and divinely loved and divinely guided. And one of my slogans, part of my intellectual property that was stolen from me, was live it, love it, be it. I learned that because Spirit shared it with me on my self-love journey. This is what it means to be led by Spirit, Spirit-led. These are the readings I give. I'm led by Spirit. I am an Ummi, a prophet of our Creator, a teacher, a way shower. I have been humbled and stripped and risen from the darkest depths of my own hell in my own self-love journey to find the light within me and my Creator. May it be blessed.